Hello Year 5 and welcome to Maths again. Hope you're ready to start your do now, that you're in a nice quiet place to concentrate and you have your pencil and piece of paper. Okay, then let's get started with the do now. Unpause when you've finished and we'll go through the answers. So let's see how you did. Here are the answers to the do now. Number 1 is 0.34 or 0.37 or 37%. We have 0.45 for number 2. Number 3 is this digit here, 2. Number 4 is 670. Number 5 is 48. And number 6 is 739. Remember, 9 cube is 9 times 9 times 9. Fantastic. So today we are going to solve word problems or problems involving the conversion of time. So let's take a look. Firstly, we're going to start with recapping what we learned yesterday. So remember, let's convert 7 minutes to 7 minutes and 59 seconds into seconds. Our first step is to multiply the whole number of minutes by 60. So we have 7 minutes. We can multiply 60 times 7. So 0 times 7 equals 0. 7 times 6 equals 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. So here we have 420 minutes. Next, we're going to add any additional seconds. So let's see, we have 59 seconds. I'm going to add that, 59 to my minutes. 0 plus 9 equals 9, 2 plus 5 equals 7, and here we have 4. Great. So I'm going to write that as seconds. Fantastic. Okay. Next, we did the inverse. So this time we're converting minutes into hours. Remember, we had this to help us, which was our 6 times tables, and we know that 60 minutes equals 1 hour. Now 120 minutes equals 2 hours, and we're using our 6 times tables by just placing a 0 after the number. So let's take a look. First of all, we're going to divide the number of minutes by 60. So how many 60s do we have in 200? I'm going to use my table here, and I'm going to get as close to 200 as possible. So let's see. We're not going to go over 200. We've got 60, 120, 180. Oh, 240 is over, so I've got to go back. So that's 180. So how many 60s are there? There's 1, 2, that's 3. So I know that that's 3 hours. That was 180. So now I've got to subtract from 200. I'm going to subtract 180. Now you can use column method, or that's quite a simple subtraction. I know that the answer is 20. So I know that that's 3 hours and 20 minutes. Great. Okay. So let's take a look at what we're going to do today. We are going to apply our arithmetic knowledge to solve time conversion problems. Now we need to make sure that we read the question very carefully to see what it's asking us to answer. So Alicia completed a jigsaw in 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Jasmine completed hers 30 seconds slower. How many seconds did it take Jasmine to complete her jigsaw? Now, if I do something and I'm slower, does that mean that I'm going to take less time or more time? What do you think? Yeah, it means that I'm going to take more time. So is my answer going to be greater or more than 2 minutes and 12 seconds or less than? Yeah, it's going to definitely be more than 2 minutes and 12 seconds. So I need to bear that in mind and double check my answer at the end. So let's take a look. The question is asking me how many seconds. So they don't want it in minutes. I need to convert my 2 minutes and 12 seconds into seconds. So if I have 2 minutes and 12 seconds, I'm going to look here. I'm going to multiply my 2 hours by also my 2 minutes by 60, because I know that in 1 minute there are 60 seconds, and here I have 2 minutes. So 2 times 60 equals 120. I can do that because 6 times 2 equals 12. So that's nice and easy. And then I have the 0. So I place the 0 at the end. I don't need to do column multiplication for that. And I've also got another 12 seconds. So I'm going to add 12 to 120. Altogether, for 2 minutes and 12 seconds, I know that that is 132 seconds. So Alicia completed the jigsaw in 132 seconds. Now to calculate how long it took Jasmine. Jasmine was 30 seconds slower. Remember what we said earlier, slower means more time. So therefore I would add those 30 seconds to 132. So 132 plus 30 equals 162. So my answer would be Jasmine took 162 seconds. Let's try another one. Connor ran a race in 5 minutes and 37 seconds. Lewis was 20 seconds slower. How many seconds did Lewis run the race in? Now, we know from the previous question that slower means what? Can you remember? Would it be more minutes and seconds or less? Good, yeah, it would be more. So I'm going to add the 20 seconds at the end. Now, what unit of measurement is it asking me for? How many seconds did Lewis run? Okay, so I need to convert my minutes and my seconds into seconds. So I'm going to take the whole number, 5 minutes, and I know that that is 60 seconds. There are 60 seconds in 1 minute, and I have 5 minutes. Now, I'm not going to use column multiplication. I'm going to do it really quickly this way. 6 times 5 is 30. Great. And then I have a 0 here, so I know that it's 10 times bigger, and I'm going to place that at the end. 60 times 5 equals 300. Great, so I know how many seconds are in 5 minutes. I still need to add these 37 seconds, so I'm going to add the 37 seconds here. So I know that that is 337 seconds. Great. However, Lewis was 20 seconds slower. So that means that I need to add the 20 seconds to this time. So I'm going to now add the 20 seconds, these 20 seconds here. So 7 plus 0 equals 7, 3 plus 2 equals 5, and then 3. So how many seconds did Lewis run the race in? He ran it in 357 seconds. Great. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Harry Styles' new song lasts for 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and BTS's song is 12 seconds faster. How long does BTS's song last for? Now, I'm going to take a look at this word here, faster. Now, if someone is faster, if they're quicker, does that mean that they're going to take more time or less time? Yeah, you're right, less time. So do you think I would add or subtract? Yeah, I'm going to subtract. It's going to be less than 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So this is quite easy for me to calculate. I don't need to convert because it hasn't asked me for seconds or minutes. And when I look at the seconds, I have 12 seconds here, and I can see that actually that's less than 20. So I can take 20, take away 12 equals 8 seconds. And the minutes doesn't change. So I have 3 minutes and 8 seconds. So let me just double check that. Remember, it's faster. So actually my answer should be less than 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Is my answer less than that? Yeah, great. That was nice and quick. Now, Frozen lasts for 1 hour and 29 minutes. Tangled lasts 134 minutes. Which film lasts longer? Now, they're not in the same measurement. So I have hours and minutes here, and I have only minutes here. So what I need to do is I need to convert. I'm going to look at my question to see if it's asking me to convert to hours and minutes or to minutes only. Which film lasts longer? So actually, it's my choice. I can decide whether I want to convert into hours and minutes or minutes. So really, in this case, you can convert into whichever one you think is easiest. Now, I think it's easier to add 1 hour, so that's 60 minutes, to 29. So that's 60 plus 29 equals 0 plus 9 equals 9, 6 plus 2 equals 8. So I know that Frozen lasts 89 minutes. Now both of them are in minutes and I can answer the question. Which film lasts longer? Now if something is longer, it means that there's probably more. So which one has more minutes? Which one's taken the longest? 134 or 89? Tangled. So actually the answer is Tangled. Okay, let's take a look at this. In a science experiment, Peter and Mark are rolling cans down ramps. Peter's takes 54 seconds and Mark's is 23 seconds slower. How long does Mark's take to roll? Okay, so I know that they're talking about rolling cans. I know that Peter's takes 54 seconds and Mark's is 23 seconds slower. So again, slower. Does that mean more or does that mean less time? Is it going to be more time or less time? Yeah, it's going to be more. It's going to take him much longer because he's slower. So am I going to add or subtract? Good, I'm going to add. So 54 plus 23 seconds is 4 plus 3 equals 7 and 5 plus 2 equals 7. Now, this is in seconds. You can also convert it to hours and minutes as well. And again, we can look. How many 60s do I have in 77? So I can either go to my times tables here, but I'm not going to go over 77. So how many groups of 60 are there in 77? There's one group, I know that, so I know that that's 1 hour. And now I just need to take away 77, take away 60 equals 17. So actually it's 1 hour and 17 seconds. Sorry, it's not 1 hour, it's 1 minute. So you have to be very careful with your measurements. Good, so it's either 77 seconds or 1 minute and 17 seconds. Okay, don't make that mistake because 1 hour is quite different from 1 minute. Let's take a look at this question. During a test, it takes Rhiannon 1 hour and 3 minutes to complete the paper. Helen is 14 minutes faster. How long does it take Helen to complete it? Now this is quite tricky because I can't just take 14 minutes from 1 hour and 3 minutes. Would I say 1 and 3 take away 4? I don't think I could answer it like that, can I? I can't really take 1 take away 14. I don't think I can. What would be a really easy way for me to calculate this? First of all, I need to make sure that the measurements are all the same. So if this is in minutes, then I also need to convert this into minutes as well, and then that will make it easier for me. So I'm going to convert 1 hour and 3 minutes into minutes. Can you remember what I need to do? How many minutes are there in 1 hour? 60, yeah, that's great. So I just have 1 hour, that's my whole number, so I know that that's 60. And then what do I need to do? Good, I need to add the number of minutes, so there are 3 minutes. Great, so I know that actually 1 hour and 3 minutes equals 63 minutes. Great, so now we have the same measurements. I have minutes. Now Helen is 14 minutes faster. Is that going to be more minutes or is that going to be less minutes? Because she's quicker. If she's quicker, does that mean it will be less time or more time? Yeah, it will be less time. Therefore, I need to subtract 14 minutes from Rhiannon's time. So now I'm going to write down 63 and I'm going to subtract Helen's 63, take away 14. Okay, 3 take away 4, I can't do, so I need to regroup. 13 take away 4 equals 9. 5 take away 1 equals 4. So actually it took Helen, how many? Is it seconds? What's the measurement? Good, it's minutes. So it took Helen 49 minutes. Great. Okay, now let's take a look at this question. There are 2 parts. So Bob ran a race in 1 minute and 35 seconds. Mina took 185 seconds. A. How many minutes and seconds did Mina take to run the race? B. How many more seconds did Mina take to run the race than Kirsty? Right, so let's take a look at this. A. How many minutes and seconds did Mina take to run the race? So we know that Mina took 185 seconds. So we need to convert them into minutes and seconds. How many seconds are there in 1 minute? There are 60. So how many groups of 60 do I have in 185? So I can use my 6 times tables and I can get as close to 18, but not over 185. 6, 12, 18. Oh, that's 24, so that's over. So I know that this is 3 minutes. So I'm going to write 3 minutes. And now I know that 3 minutes is 180. So if I take 185, take away 180, that leaves me with 5. So it's actually 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Okay, so my answer for A is how many minutes and seconds did Mina take to run the race? 3 minutes and 5 seconds. 3 minutes and 5 seconds. How many more seconds did Mina take to run the race than Kirsty? So let me read the question very carefully. What measurement do they want it in? How many more seconds did Mina take to run the race than Kirsty? Okay. Oh, I think they mean Bob here, not Kirsty. Okay, so how many more seconds did Mina take to run the race than Bob? Bob ran it in 1 minute and 35 seconds. So I need to convert this now into seconds. How many seconds are there in 1 minute? Good, there are 60. And now what do I need to do? Yes, I need to add the 35 seconds. So 0 plus 5 equals 5. 6 plus 3 equals 9. So I know that Bob ran it in 95 seconds. Okay, so now I know I have 2 measurements, 95 seconds and Mina took 185 seconds. But the question is, how many more seconds did Mina take to run the race than Bob? So now, if the words, how many more, what do I need to do? How many more? Do I need to add or do I need to subtract? Yes, I need to subtract. Great. When I'm subtracting, what number must I write first? The greatest number, good, the biggest number. So I have 185, take away, and then Bob ran it in 95 seconds. So 5 take away 5 equals 0. 8 take away 9, I can't do, so I need to regroup. 18 take away 9 equals 9. So Bob ran it 90 seconds slower. So he took 90 more seconds than Mina, or Mina took 90 seconds more than Bob to run the race. Be sure to read the question very, very carefully. Don't forget, you might need to convert to the same measurement. So if it's asking for seconds, be sure to convert everything into seconds. If it's asking for minutes and seconds, then convert to minutes and seconds. So here are your tasks. The first one is questions 1 and 2. Unpause for the next 2 questions. These are questions 3 and 4. Unpause for the next 2. Oh, sorry, for the next 3. So we've got questions 5, 6, and 7 here. If you would like to complete the extension, then unpause, and here are the extension questions. And now unpause for the answers. Don't forget to tick your questions before you upload them to Seesaw. I hope you didn't find that too tricky, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.